A 17-year-old in Pennsylvania has been arrested on charges that he made at least 9 false emergency swatting calls around the country, including one here in Central Oregon last month. That false shooting claim brought out a major police presence to a home in Southwest Bend. Bend police say the caller claimed to have shot someone at a home on Taft Avenue and was still located at the residence. Numerous law enforcement agencies, including armored vehicles, responded to the call. They closed nearby roads and evacuated immediate neighbors. Eventually, police cleared the home and found no evidence of a crime or threat to the public. An investigation of a swatting in Texas led investigators to the Pennsylvania team, whose home was raided on Tuesday. This arrest has brought much-needed resolution to the incident.
Incidents like this take up a lot of resources, they take up a lot of time and effort. They can be really dangerous for neighborhoods as well as for our officers, and so they're really frustrating when they turn out not to be real. Obviously we're happy that everybody in our town was safe that day, but it's very frustrating, and so it's nice to have a resolution to this, to have somebody who will be held accountable for wasting our officers' time and our resources.
Authorities say during the search of the home, child pornography was found on his computer. The FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office are now handling the case.
I know that saying sorry is nothing compared to that pain, but I truly am sorry. Not a day goes by that I don't think of the pain and suffering that Miss Thomas went through and that her murder caused. I know that nothing I can do or say will ever make it right.
That's the voice of Ashley Summers at her parole hearing earlier this week. Ashley Summers was 15 at the time, the youngest of 5 teens convicted for their brutal roles in the killing of Barbara Thomas in 2001. They were known as the Redmond Five. She got a 25-year prison sentence. Today, the state parole board granted her release from prison about 3 years early, the 4th of the Redmond Five to win parole. The parole board says Summers has demonstrated maturity and rehabilitation while in prison. They've set a June 30th release date. Summers plans to return to Redmond and live with her family. Bend police say it took a taser and a less lethal foam round to subdue a woman who was screaming and waving a large knife on South Highway 97 this morning. Bend police responded just before 10 a.m. to several calls on Coombs Place and Highway 97 of a screaming woman wielding an 8 to 10-inch knife and making threats. They say the 54-year-old ran at a parked car with a child and an adult inside and tried to stab the car. The woman refused officers' directions to drop the knife, so they used a taser and launched a 40-millimeter foam round from a distance to subdue the woman.
When a person is using or threatening to use a deadly weapon like a large knife, our officers have to take into account their own safety and the safety of all the people around in the area.